Moose! I just wanted to pop back for a second. It's done. Not done, but mostly I'm just waiting for my neighbor to come down with the circular saw. That's all I'm waiting for is the neighbor with the circular saw. But, good news is, the roof is on and it's there. It's done. The roofing is done. I'm just waiting for the circular saw so I can finish this part here. I'm going to make a simple frame that goes right down to the bottom and put another sheet right up here so it's done here. I'm going to use the final sheet as patchwork where there's ever holes there, and to do a triangle piece at the top there and really close it in. But he's just coming down with a circular saw so we can do some cutting. I can do some cutting, we can do some cutting. But, hey dumpster dog, get your butt back here. Moosey Moo, come on. But I just texted him and he's on his way. But where's this dang dog? Moo Moo! How do you do this? She just vanished. Oh, she's over there. But ta! It's up. That's all I wanted to come on and show you. It's sealed. It's up. I'm going to do some patchwork right here and on the other side. Same with the other side there. But that's up. Just finished that. Hey, Moosey. I know you're curious. And right up here, I'm going to use one of the particle boards and do a triangular thing up there because that's a door. And on the other side's another door. And do a patchwork for up there and have the door open this way so it's completely enclosed. That's why he's getting the circular saw. But I spent a total of $20 on this. Oh, and for the front here, I'm going to put a frame. I'm working on building a frame for the front here. And I'm going to cut this. Half of it's going to be there permanently. The other half is going to fold up because I've got this bug screen that I'm going to fit into the frame. So during the summer, you can unlatch it and have a nice open space from here. So it'll be like the front wall will flip open. But yeah, I'm going to cut the other particle board down to a triangular size. 2 of them, one for this side, one for the other one, fit in here. And then spray foam all the gaps closed of here. I've got spray foam. And do some more patchwork and whatnot where I have to use these slabs here for siding. But that's on. It's enclosed. I'm getting 4 months to get this much done, but that's because I did a lot of harvesting. But it's enclosed. And yes, I've slept out here a couple times. It was hot last night, so I slept out here. But it is enclosed. See coming along. Patchwork building. Barely any purchased materials. And yeah, this is honestly, this has just been an experiment. I wanted to see if I could do it without spending money. I couldn't. I spent $20. Ugh, horrible. But a cabin for $20 isn't bad. I know what I'll do differently next time. Because I want to build another one of these, just double the size. I've even got fire bricks to put in a fireplace. This is, I want this to be winterized. I've got rock wool that's going to go on it, but the next one's going to be bigger. But at least where that tent is where I slept, where I'll sometimes camp out here, I'm going to put a proper raised bed. Get some foam and tie out a bed there. Probably a futon, so I can be a couch as well. And this will be the place where if anybody wants to come for a visit, I'll have the camper, the cabin ready to go. Very rustic, but it'll be warm. It kind of like, wild living. I'm hoping to get some LED strip lights for the inside, so it's at least got a little bit of light. And again, I'm going to put a folding wall at the front. I got to frame it out. That's what this wood here is for. I'll build a frame. I'll attach another part of frame on there with some hinges. So during the summer, you can just flip it open and have this wide open, because I've got the bug screen right there. Put it right here so bugs can't get in. Well, I don't live here. This is just the supplementary residence I'm trying to get for like visitors and big guests. I have solar. I live in that thing over there. I live right there. That's my home. I've got solar. I live with solar. This here is just a cabin, and I'll probably run a line from my setup over here, so y'all, whoever comes up, can charge their phone and whatnot. But this here is, I spent $20 on building this so far. I just muted myself. So as I was saying, I harvested most of this myself. These boards here, I actually harvested. I got mixed up. The boards I used for floorboards, I harvested out of tamarack and used the sawmill to cut. These thick boys, harvested. Those boys, harvested. The 2x4s purchased, they were $1 a piece. Those long boys I harvested. And the sheep board I purchased, they were $2 a piece. Power, again, power is my camper. That's where I live. This is just was an experiment. It really started as an experiment and then became a hobby. Slowly harvesting and working on the building. Like, I've harvested every nail myself. From every nail, every screw, I got for free by harvesting pallets. There's going to be a fireplace where you see this mess that I'm using for storage right there. I'm going to put those fire bricks down. Those are fire bricks. And a wood burning stove there. Cut a hole for the chimney. And yeah, it's going to have a wood burning stove on the inside. I got those fire bricks for free as well at the dump. Again, it's slowly coming along. I'm only one person. I haven't actually had to drain it yet. There is no sewer system around. I'll have to get a guy to come in and drain it. But I'm only one person. It'll take a year to fill up easy. I'm only one person. And I can't see myself filling that up in more than a year. In less than a year. For water, I go to the spring. And I'm thinking about digging a well. I've got that rain barrel there that I'm going to be using for the greenhouse next year to keep all the plants watered. There's no sewage up here. There's no power on this property. There are power lines over there, but I'm not on grid. I'm so far up north. I'm literally in God's country. It's beautiful up here, though. But I'm proud of this. I'm proud of being able to harvest all the beams. And I'm proud of where it's at right now. I've got the roof. As soon as I hear my neighbor coming down the driveway, I'm out of here. Because I'm not going to put him on camera. And don't mind the cans and stuff. It's I got to do a small cleanup. Honestly, I've got there's no garbage retrieval up here. I have to take it in. We go once every month to the dump to get rid of all the stuff. But once my neighbor comes up, he's coming up with his table saw and his circular saw. We're going to be getting the front wall in and the doors made and installed. And yeah, I've got an enclosed space for visitors or anybody that needs it. And I've got the rock wool. I salvaged a bunch of rock wool. It's a type of insulation like fiberglass, just better. It doesn't burn. It's made out of rock. They heat a rock up like that and spin it like cotton candy, and it becomes rock wool. Neat stuff. But I got enough to do this thing 3 times over from the dump, and it's going to be what I insulate the place with and underneath with. So, yay me. Sorry about that. But yeah, we're coming along. I'm just waiting for my neighbor to get here so we can do the cutting on the bench and the circular saw, because I want to get it fully sealed up so no wind gets through. And we got to put the framing up. We got to do some cuts, and I'm not doing all those cuts by hand. Like, I've done all the cuts so far. Even these big ass beams right here, they were 12 foot long when I first made them. I cut those down by hand. All these cuts were done by hand. Today, we're using power tools. I'm just trying to knock it out as fast as possible, because I want it done. I want this project to be finished. That's my goal, at least. It's been fun to do this building. This has been my little hobby for the last few months, and it'll be nice to have a place. Like, I've got to still build a bed. I'm going to be using these to build a bed. Those pallets there. I've got 8 more put away on the other side, but I'm going to turn it into a futon right at the corner there. So when I do have someone here, there's a couch and a bed. If they're here during the winter, there's a way to keep it warm. That's the wood-burning stove. And I want a place to sit, a place to keep warm and cook. And I'm thinking I'm going to run a line from my place to over here so they have a place to charge their goods, and have some lights on the inside. I'll do some LED strip lights charged by a small solar pad on the roof. I've got some some housing wrap. I'm going to wrap this place in once it's done, and then I'll clad the siding with these slabs here and make it look like a log cabin, which it essentially is. Hey, Jordanski. But I've now spent money on this building, a total of $20. Like, I went to the Amish area. It's a 2-hour drive from here with the neighbor yesterday, because he had a bunch of wood he was getting. He was getting 62 by 4s. So he invited me along because he needed someone to help lift. And yesterday was a really good day for me. I was there, I had $20 in my pocket, and they said those sheet boards are $2. So I bought 6, and I bought 10 2x4s. So figured it would be, and a few of these boards here. Figured that's more than enough to finish it up. He's finishing his house. I've actually shown pictures of his house. I've helped him put up the siding on his house. If you take a look back at the community posts, there's these white door-looking things. They're for a garage door. He got those from the Mennonites for $1 a piece. He got like 100 of them, and they're insulated garage door pieces, segmented garage door pieces. So we're using those as siding for his house because they're already insulated. And yeah, he's just finishing up the inside with he's putting up rock wool. We harvested a lot of rock wool. I only took 1/3 of it. He took 2/3 of it for his insulation, like free rock wool. It's amazing. But yeah, that's what he's doing. Is he's finishing up the wall for the inside, installing rock wool, so his wife is a little bit more comfortable. Oh man, I'll tell you, I haven't spent money on anything that's not essential for my survival. Like, I'm talking long-term. Hey, Moose, don't eat that. Long-term survival, like winter goods, winter supplies, wood to keep myself warm during the winter, propane. I haven't spent anything on the essentials like that and food in a long time. And I spent $20 on something I think is fun. That's the first time in a long time I've spent money on myself like that. Well, my home is right here. This is just going to be probably storage this winter. But hopefully it's a place I can invite someone up and they can sleep in and they have a nice place to sleep for visitors and whatnot, or someone who needs it long term. Because there's going to be lights on the inside. There's going to be heat, a place to cook, and power. You'll be able to charge your goods. Actually, since we're talking about growing your own goods, I thought I was going to harvest some stuff today. I didn't get much. The garden kept dying. But since we're talking about it, I'll show you what I did get. This is the 4-time failing garden. But luckily, it didn't completely fail me. It's been a bad year for growing up here. I got this stuff, which, if I can get it out, shit. They're in here somewhere. They are down deep. There it is. Hey, Moose, get lost. Seriously. Did it completely fail? No. Go. Yeah, my garden completely failed. Those were supposed to be radishes. I got no radishes. Not a single radish. That is unfortunate. Not a single one. Nothing grew. That's supposed to be a radish. Those are supposed to be radishes. Those are failures, not radishes. Oh well. Anyways, the neighbors here, I think, Moose, don't get hit by a car! Moose! What the hell? Moose! You dumbass! I don't want you to die! What are you doing? I don't want you to die. Dogs versus cars. The car wins. Every time. Anyways, the neighbors here, I'm going to let you guys go. We're going to just finish this up, and I'll show you what it's like when we're done. Bye.